What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. And today it is time to review the box set, or to begin the review of the box set. We're going to start with the first CD in this box set. So there's going to be 4 videos for this review. That's how much content is on this amazing box set. It came out in November of 2004. And what a special day it was if you were a Bon Jovi fan that year. Christmas came early because this box set has nearly 4 hours of material. It has demos. It has new songs that we had never heard before, unreleased songs, high quality music. Just everything and anything is on this box set. Just a treasure trove of Bon Jovi stuff. Some of the songs even sung by the other members of the band. It's got everything. And my expectations were, decently high. This is Bon Jovi. It's my favorite band. I expected the music to be good. I expected there to be some really good songs that I love on this box set, especially because Bon Jovi is kind of notorious for leaving some of the best songs off the albums, but it exceeded every expectation I had. There are several songs on this album, on this box set, that I could easily see on an album, that should be on an album, that it was a crime that they weren't on an album. I could probably pluck out 10 to 12 songs from this box set and put it on an album, and that album would rival these days. It would be rivaling my favorite Bon Jovi album. That's how many great songs are on this box set. Obviously, there's a lot. There's 4 CDs worth. We're going to start it. There's also a 5th. There's a DVD on here. Really cool. And just to show you, if you haven't seen it, I'm sure everyone's already seen it, but there goes the booklet. But you can see it's got 5 CDs. It's got 1 DVD down here, the one that's a little bit different color. That's your DVD. Really amazing box set. I love the entire design here. It's sturdy. It folds out nice. CDs don't just fall out like some other box sets. And then you have, of course, the booklet that comes with it. Awesome here. And in this booklet, it'll actually have some information on the songs here. So you can't really see, I don't expect you to be able to read it, but you can see Garageland, and it talks about it. Last Man Standing, and it talks about it. When it was written, what album maybe it was written for, the thought process behind it, the emotions and the feelings behind it, why it didn't make the album perhaps. Just lots of information on the songs. That's so cool. And just lots of cool pictures in this box, in this booklet right here. And just a really cool box set. A must-have if you're a Bon Jovi fan. A must-have. And then it did fall out, but usually it stays in pretty well because it slips in here. It has this little slip cover, so it slips in and it stays here, sturdy for the most part. But yeah, let's just jump in here, starting with the first CD. We'll go song by song through CD 1. There's 12 songs on this first CD, and actually 12 on the second, 13 on the third, and 13 on the fourth. So that's why. So that this video won't be 2 hours long. We'll just go CD by CD. Starting with the first, let's get it going.
You told me you love me to death do us part. So tell me there's no truth nowhere there used to be a heart. You said you couldn't live without me, so why aren't you dead? Instead of 6 feet under yours, someone else's bed. There's just one thing that I can't get through my head. You said you couldn't live without me, so why aren't you dead?
So Why Aren't You Dead is an unreleased song, and even in the description here, you can kind of tell by hearing it, it kind of is like a fun rock song in the vein of You Give Love a Bad Name. Not as good as You Give Love a Bad Name, but a really fun song. I love the hard guitar riff on this one. I love the lyrics. It is a lot of fun. It's a cool song to listen to. But it is understandable why this didn't make the album. They were kind of going in a different direction with Keep the Faith, and I believe it was written during the Keep the Faith session. So makes perfect sense it's not going to be on the album. But I really like it, and this is the kind of song I expected to be prominent on this box set. A song that I like, that's really fun, that's really cool. Glad we have it now, but I understand why it didn't make the album, and it's definitely, not one of my favorite Bon Jovi songs of all time or anything like that. If I rank every Bon Jovi song, it's probably in the lower half, but it's still a really cool song. I really enjoy it, and it's great. It's fine, but this is actually the exception rather than the rule on this box set. We're going to find out that it feels like most of these songs are better than just okay. And that's just absolutely amazing. But Why Aren't You Dead? If I was going to give this a score, I'll rate these songs, even though a lot of them are just demos and things like that. But just, as far as this one goes, it's about a 7.5. nothing overly special, but I did enjoy it, and I do enjoy it. It's a pretty cool song. Why Aren't You Dead? And just that concept, a really cool concept. Like, you said that you couldn't live without me. Why aren't you dead?
You've been gone for long. I just kicked off my jeans. I held her close. I held her all night long. Tried to sleep, but in my mind I heard that song. Like a friend in need, the melody keeps me hanging on. Radio saved my life tonight.
Now we got the Radio Saved My Life Tonight, second song on this box set. Oh my freaking goodness. They're actually playing this song live right now on the current tour. And that's really cool. The Radio Saved My Life is one of my favorite Bon Jovi songs. This song blew me away. First time I heard it, kept on repeat for a while. Just an absolutely awesome song. And, written during a time, a lot of these songs written during a hard time in John Bon Jovi's life, kind of post Young Guns, or during a time where he was just completely burned out from all the touring and the way that you're trying to stay relevant, touring, album, promo, you're always traveling and you're always touring, and it's just there's no break, and that's the constant grind and the burnout that he experienced. And caused him to write songs like, the Radio Saved My Life Tonight. Just getting back, listening to the radio, listening to the songs themselves. The reason that you do this in the first place is the music, not to kill yourself, touring. But the Radio Saved My Life Tonight, just as far as a song, with that opening guitar riff and everything, and the way the verse comes in, and I really love the chorus. The chorus kicks ass completely, especially on the studio version, because when they sing it live, even back then when they toured it, in 04 and 05. They'll kind of drop down an octave for the chorus, the Radio Save My Life Tonight. But in the actual cut here, it's more like Radio Saved My Life Tonight. So John Bon Jovi with that octave up, and it sounds freaking awesome. But overall, it's a really cool song. And sorry if you heard that little baseball chime. That's on my other channel. Someone just subscribed. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But anyway, yeah, this is a really awesome song. Radio Saved My Life Tonight. I got to give it a 10 out of 10. This is a fantastic, one of my top Bon Jovi songs of all time. I don't know if it'd be in the top 10. There's so many, but it'd be close. Top 20 for sure. Radio Saved My Life Tonight.
It's been 2 long years that I've been on the run from lawyers, lovers, monies, and a lawman's son. Thought it was the last that you heard from me. Well, you better back up to catch up with me, 'cause I'm living in the fast lane, speeding like a steam train. Just before fall up the track, taking it back.
Taking It Back, another really fun one. I think this one's I like this one a little better than Why Aren't You Dead, but similar in that it's just a fun, hard rock song, and, written again during Keep the Faith, a time where these other bands are coming in, taking over kind of, with the Nirvana. And I like these bands, Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden. I love that music. I love the alternative music and things like that. But at the time, this music was taken over, and a lot of the 80s bands were falling out of prominence. Bon Jovi somehow held on, and a song like this, taking it back, taking back that status of being, the real music that you want to listen to, and it, is that rock music. I love the Keep the Faith album, but I could see why maybe this song wouldn't fit in there perfectly. Although I do like it a lot better than some of the other songs on that album. Taking It Back, really hard rock. I love the verses, the edge to it. It's been down the place. It's been so long since I've been around. Dun, dun. And coming into the chorus, it starts building up. Moving in the fast lane, a snake with and as a matter of fact, taking it back. It's great rock, great guitar riff, great everything comes together, and it's just an awesome song. I love Taking It Back. Again, not quite as much as Radio Saved My Life Tonight, but still better and more. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. This is the song that I thought might be like my favorites on a box set like this. Taking It Back was the songs that I was looking for. I wasn't expecting or looking for just songs that are going to blow me off my, knock me off of my chair, which is exactly what songs like Radio did and some other songs I'm about to talk about. But Taking It Back is really awesome. Give it a solid 8.5 for Taking It Back.
My name is Billie Jean. My love was bought and sold. I'm only 16, I feel 100 years old. My foster daddy went, took my innocence away. The street life ain't much better, but at least I'm getting paid. Yeah, Tuesday just might go my way. It can get worse than yesterday. Thursday, Fridays ain't been kind, but somehow I survive. Hey, man, I'm alive. As long as I can breathe, as long as I can fight.
So here we have our first familiar song. This is a demo of Someday I'll Be Saturday Night. I prefer this one. I'm not going to say that for all the demos on here. Most of the demos probably I prefer the actual, album cut, but for this particular one, I love this demo. I feel like it's darker. I feel like it's got it's just stronger in a way. It mentions Vietnam. You have a guy that's even, talking about the character in this song feel like he's even more damaged here in this version. And then I love the build up, the way the chorus hits. Everything just works. Sometimes just that day, the recording, for whatever reason, it just worked better, in my opinion. I like the other version on Crossroad. Of course, I think I would give that song about a 9, but this one I give a 9.5, even though maybe the quality in some ways is not as good because it's a demo, so you don't put as much effort into it and the production and everything. Still, whatever worked that day just worked for me, and I love this song. I love the strings at the beginning. I love the voice. Everything seems to just work a little bit better for me on this cut. And the chorus, the lyrics are a little different, and I prefer these lyrics. I just prefer these lyrics, which is rare. Usually, if I'm used to hearing a certain song for years and years and years, 10 years in this case, and then I hear a different cut of it with different lyrics, I'm like, ooh, that sounds, I don't like that. I like what I'm used to because I've been hearing it for 10 years. So my ears are trained to those lyrics, to that style of play and how they performed it. But for whatever reason, I heard this one, I was like, shit, that's awesome. I prefer this version over the Crossroad version. Then I'm going to give this one a 9.5.
The circus is gone. It's all packed away. The clown's happy makeup's been packed in his case. So we wave goodbye to this 4th of July. The queen of the roses has left us with nothing but thorns.
So then you have Miss 4th of July. Whoa. 2 out of the first 5 tracks have blown me away and are definitely in my top 20, if not top 10 Bon Jovi songs of all time. I think Miss 4th of July would be in the top 10 easily. This song is absolutely phenomenal. This song is beautiful. This song is sad. This song has just a perfect arrangement. It is absolutely amazing. I love Miss 4th of July. And I think in the notes of this booklet here, I think Richie even mentioned this is his favorite song that they never put on an album. And John Bon Jovi said he liked it as well. But it's a really sad point in his life. Again, during all the touring, during all the insanity and, losing your innocence and feeling like, what are we doing this for? Is this for the music? Or is this just to be, rich and just to be prominent and famous and, just losing that, feeling of that love for music? But the harmony with John Bon Jovi, Richie Sambora, this is at its best right here in this track. At its absolute best. Amazing harmonies, amazing music. And about the loss of innocence and, the promises you made to yourself that you feel like you're breaking those promises as you get into this corporate world that they're in. And what a song, man. What a song. Absolute masterpiece in my opinion. And there are 7, 8 songs on Keep the Faith I would easily swap out for this song. Now, obviously, there are some songs on Keep the Faith I would not think of swapping out, like, your Dry Counties, your, Keep the Faith itself, and In These Arms, and some other great songs. But there are several songs on that album. That's why I ranked that album relatively low in my ranking. A lot of people are like, how the hell did you rank Keep the Faith so low? It's just because there's like 6 songs on there that I could do without, that I would swap out. And if you'd have put, songs like Radio and 4th of July and Taking It Back even, Wow. I mean, that album could have been a freaking just 1 through 12, an absolute knockout of an album. But it's a great album. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to trash the album. I'm just saying, personally, the second half of that album I feel is a strong decline. And you had these songs available. But that's okay, though, because we got them now on this box set. And Miss 4th of July is an easy 10, no doubt about it. And we're just at the very tip of the iceberg for this box set.
So go on now, just walk away, baby. Don't look back, you just drive me crazy. Baby, 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 baby. Don't worry about me, I'll get along. I'm like a neon sign that's always on, it's alright. I'm open all night.
Next up, we have Open All Night. One of 3 songs using that term. You had the one from Bounce, which is the one they ultimately decided to put on an album. Then you have this one, Open All Night, and then you have These Arms Are Open All Night, which I'm about to talk about. But Open All Night, first of all, the song that came out on Bounce back in 2002, I really loved that song. I thought that song was beautiful. I talked about it on my review of Bounce. And then to find out there was 2 other versions of Open All Night because they loved that title. They were trying to come out with something that worked. So I was like, okay, so these songs should be inferior, right? But actually, I'm not so sure about that. I love all 3 of these Open All Nights. And I kind of see why they picked the one they did to put on Bounce, but this particular song right here is a freaking awesome song. It's got a really strong verse. I enjoy that. It's dark and it's cool, and then it has that build up for the chorus. I love that build up when it says baby over and over. It says baby, 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 don't worry about me. All day long, I'm like a neon sign that's always on. And then you have the chorus is really cool. Really cool chorus, open all night. And then it jumps to and then you hit that open all night. And overall, just a fun song, great chorus, great feeling, and just another cool song. I kind of like, I guess I prefer the Bounce version slightly. They're very different styles of songs. They're different types of songs, so it's hard to compare. But I kind of see why they put that one on Bounce. But this is a really good one. Probably about an 8.5. I would say it's got that kick-ass interlude in it. You know, they're playing it. You know, it kind of just completely cuts, changes styles, but it somehow it fits. It works after I think the second chorus. And around that time, it'll stop and it'll dun, 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 yeah. Richie's vocals come in, and it's just got a little different style there, and really like that little interlude there, part of the song, or a little bridge type thing. Just a really cool song, a really fun song. I like it quite a bit. But then you have These Arms Are Open All Night.
It's just a minute from here. These arms are open all night. If you need someone to talk to, a hand to hold on to.
So These Arms Are Open All Night. It slows down. This song is a very slow song, kind of closer in tempo to the original Bounce, Open All Night. A really cool song, really cool mood that it sets here. It takes time to get to the chorus. I love that there's a little drum in the background. You can hear a little steady drum beat going on. It fits really well. Wouldn't think normally to do that on a song slow like this, but it's low in the mix and it works really well. But then I love the build up when it just kind of hits that chorus. And this is just a minute from here. Then it hits These Arms Are Open All Night. And really beautiful chorus, and I really live for the chorus on this song. I love the chorus, and then back to a verse again. It's a fairly simple song, but very effective, and to me, close to Open All Night from Bounce. All 3 of these songs are really good. Really good. I'm not sure what they didn't like about these 2. They kept trying with that title, but absolutely love this song. And I think I would give this one about an 8.5. I think a really cool one. Again, it's hard to pick. All 3 are really good, but These Arms Are Open All Night, and the other Open All Night. I almost listen to like 3 separate songs, even though they share that little phrase in the title. I like all 3 of them, like as if they were not related at all. Just enjoy them individually. But yeah, this one itself, awesome song. Absolutely love it.
Every day of my life has been leading me here tonight. Feels like I'm coming home, baby.
Get a Rush, and this is a awesome song. This is a song you pick up the guitar, you start playing a riff, and you just start singing. You find something that sounds cool, find a melody that sounds awesome, and then there you have it. And that's pretty much what happened here. Just an awesome song, just a kick-ass kind of almost punk song right here that I really like a lot. And it's really simple as that. You know, they put it together great. A song that could have been on an album. I think it would have helped again to, you know, replace a certain song. I don't know what album this was written for. Would have fit really well on something like Crush, I think, and you know, any kind of album that's a little more uplifting type album, a little more, I don't know, a little faster tempo, not so depressing of an album. Maybe it wouldn't fit on it these days, you know. And again, I don't know when this was written, but feels like it. Yeah, it feels like a song that I would fit great on an album. But it's such a catchy song, and I think it also fits nicely on this box set. And I can understand maybe why they didn't put it on an album. Maybe they didn't think it was deep enough. Maybe they just didn't think it was, I don't know, meaningful enough, and it's just more like just a fun song, kind of like the Why Aren't You Dead. But this song I prefer over Why Aren't You Dead. Just another great song, and this box set, you know, just it's still on the first disc, and it's just kicking ass, taking names. But a fantastic song right here, and I Get a Rush. And he's played it live from time to time, sometimes in his solo John Bon Jovi show, and has played it over the years, which is pretty cool. And I really appreciate that he's, you know, played some of these songs. Even the radio, like I said, Radio Saved My Life is continuing to play on the current tour, albeit not sounding that great. Check out my last couple of videos for more on that. But absolutely love I Get a Rush. And I'm going to give this song a solid 8.5.
Ended up driving in a coupe de ville, and you don't know when your ship will arrive. Don't give up, don't give in, standing by, just might win. When the ride gets rough, hold on tight. Someday just might be tonight.
So now you have Someday Just Might Be Tonight. I think that's a really good title. And you actually hear that line in Bounce on, I believe, Hook Me Up, right? Hook Me Up. It says, Someday Just Might Be Tonight, Hook Me Up. So this song, though, it's a cool song. I really like it a lot. I do understand maybe why it didn't make an album. You know, it's not quite as powerful as some of the others You Can Do It songs, the It's My Lifes of the world, and, you know, even the We Don't Run, going back to a song like We Weren't Born to Follow. Those songs are a little more suited to be singles, to be big, you know, you can do it type motivational songs. This one, a little more laid back, but really fun. I really like this one. I love the guitar riff that Richie does throughout the verse. It's really cool. And then you have a chorus. It's just smooth, you know. Again, it doesn't just hit hard or anything. It's just a cool chorus, and it's just a fun song to listen to, and I do enjoy it a lot. It's not one of my favorites of all time, kind of more what I was expecting from the box. So there are some songs in here of what I was expecting, but there are also a lot of songs so many songs that exceed what I was expecting, that overall I was just pleasantly just blown away by this box set. But this particular song, Someday Might Be Tonight, or Someday Just Might Be Tonight, unreleased song, I'm going to give this one, I'll give this one about a 7.5. Maybe an 8. I'll give it an 8. Okay, I'm gonna give this one an 8. I think it's pretty cool. I enjoy it a lot. Just not one of my absolute favorites. But hey, well, it's a box set of unreleased stuff. These songs aren't supposed to get 8s and 9s and 10s, but they are. This is how good this stuff is.
Find my way, I'm here to stay. Even the cops can't save you now. Hey, baby, there's nothing you can do. Hey, baby, it isn't up to you. 'Cause I am the thief of hearts. Don't hide or try to run. I'll play the part, I'm the thief of hearts. Long to steal love.
Then you got Thief of Hearts, another hidden gem right here. Great song. I don't know how the lyrics would go over, you know, this day and age. It just sounds a little bit creepy at times, you know. It's not up to you. I'm the thief of hearts. Even the cops can't save you now. So I don't know how well those lyrics might go over, but still, just as far as the song, I do like I don't think it's any ill intent for the song. It's just saying, hey, you know, you're gonna fall in love with me. I'm the thief of hearts, so I'm about to steal yours. And it's on. There's nothing you can do. But I love the riffs in this song. I love the music. The instruments are great. John Bon Jovi's voice is perfect here. Really, it sounds awesome. And love the build up to this one and the chorus as well. But that little guitar riff just really fits well with it. And you get this, able to really get the right vibe for this song. And I think it's a great song. Another song that I think should have been on an album. There are so many songs I'd replace with this one, but again, so far there hasn't been a song I don't like. There hasn't been a song like, oh, I see why that didn't make the album. I mean, some of them I might say I see why it didn't make the album, but not in any kind of like disgust. You know, it's just like, I see why, but I still would love to see it on an album. Definitely superior to Thick as Thieves. Speaking of Thieves, I always think of those two songs. I definitely prefer this one. Thick as Thieves is a song on What About Now. Decent, but I like this one a lot better. I really enjoy this song. So Thief of Hearts, I would say Thief of Hearts, good solid 8.5 for this song. Great song, love it. So far, awesome. Boxset, let's move on.
There's no dancers, there's no diamonds. This boy, don't lip sync. He's the last man standing. Step right up, it's the real thing. The last chance of a lifetime. Come and see, hear, feel the real thing.
So for the third time on just the first CD, I am completely knocked out of my seat by a song. And this time it's Last Man Standing. Remember, there is that harder version that was on Have a Nice Day, but it had not come out yet when this box set was released. So this was the first time I heard this song in any form. Absolutely kicks ass. I do think that the arrangement on this album is a little better suited to these lyrics. I think it's better with the piano and with what they did here. I prefer it slightly, although I love the rock version on Have a Nice Day as well. But I think I prefer this one slightly. I'm not sure what I said on my Have a Nice Day review. Hopefully I was consistent and said the same thing there, because it just seems to fit the mood better when we're talking about, you know, this old legend, Bob Dylan or Johnny Cash, who is, you know, older, still out there. If you're going to go see him, this is the time. And he has this great concept of this carnival tent with this old legend. Come see a living, breathing spectacle only seen right here. Seen those old callous fingers wrapped around those guitar strings. Great lyrics. And the song just hits with effectiveness. Really love this song. Amazing, beautiful song. And the instruments all come together just to feel this ding, ding, with the piano. Ding, ding. You get the feeling of you're walking around in the carnival and you see the tent there and you're walking in and you're seeing this old man, you know, frail old man, he's still doing it. And it's your last chance to see this legend right here. And the song goes into different interludes and things like that. And the piano worker, David Bryan, knocks it out of the park with this song. But this song was just incredible how, you know, you have this first, you know, we're 11 songs into this, so it's basically an album's worth of songs here. And this, if just this first CD of the box set was an album, it would be a kick-ass album. It would not be my least favorite Bon Jovi album by any stretch. There are 3 songs on here that are 10s, this one included, giving it a 10. Isn't that, it's just insane. So I can only imagine my emotions after hearing just this first CD and having 3 more to go. But I mean, this is the strongest of the 4 CDs. I'm not even sure that's the case. You know, I haven't really thought about ranking them or anything like that by CD. But this first CD is incredible. Incredible. There are fun songs like Why Aren't You Dead, Taking It Back, Open All Night, and you got absolutely kick-ass, amazing tunes that could be singles, that should be massive hits like Radio and Miss 4th of July, and also Last Man Standing. So absolutely love it, but we do have one more song to talk about.
I know what you're thinking and you got your doubts. I'm not the only one who knows what your dreams are about. If you say no, then I will understand. I just wanna be a man tonight. I wanna be your man.
I just want to be your man. Okay, so this one, nice little cool song, but honestly, it doesn't really kick enough for me. It never really, it does build a little bit. I like that little guitar coming in with some distortion, and it's a cool song and a nice closer to a CD on a box set to throw us something that's unreleased, but definitely a song. Okay, this is the only song on this first CD that I would say wouldn't probably need to be on an album, although there are probably a few songs I might replace it with, but those are songs that I really don't care for too much, and not that's very, very rare Bon Jovi song, but got a cool kind of mood to it, but not one of my favorites. There's several songs that are like this that Bon Jovi has that I'll say I like kind of the mood and the feel, and it's okay, but just not really what I'm looking for, so to speak. So this particular song, I'm going to give it a 6.5, but you know what? Overall, that's the 12th song on the first CD of a box set of unreleased stuff, and I got 3 10s on this one CD. That tells you how impressed I am with this box set so far, and there's going to be more 10s to come, more great tracks, more awesome demos, so stay tuned for more videos on this box set. We're doing a lot of Bon Jovi content right now with the tour going on. Unfortunately, it's not all positive. His voice is just not great right now. There's just no denying that, but I am going to be honest. If you want honest opinions, not just Homer opinions, click that subscribe button, because I'm always going to be completely honest, fair. I'm not going to just trash anyone just to trash them. I'm going to be honest and fair, and right now, Bon Jovi's not sounding great, but I am going to be attending a concert in Austin, Texas, if everything goes as planned. I plan to travel to Austin here coming up later this month, and I will have a complete review of that show. I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it. I think the band's going to be phenomenal, and I just hope that he has a decent day with his voice, and it could be a great day there, and I can't wait to review that show for you guys and to continue to review this album. There's more content. Don't worry, because there are still, I've done every single Bon Jovi standard release album, but there's still This Left Feels Right. There is still Richie's solo albums, a lot of other stuff to go, and I can't wait to talk about it. So you guys have a great day. Let me know what you think of this first CD of this album. 100 Million Fans Can't Be Wrong, and we're going to get into the second CD next time that has such amazing songs on it. I'm looking at it right now. Holy freaking cow. This thing is gold right here. Gold. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. We'll talk to you next time.